Good afternoon, our lovely viewers. This is S Class. Welcome to the show. Today we are going to talk about sex and love between adolescents nowadays. So we have brought experts in the room. They are going to be telling us all about what we need to know about sex and love among adolescents nowadays. But before we begin, they are going to first of all introduce themselves. They will tell us what they do for a living, and after we shall continue with the discussion.
Thank you, Sam. This is Kenneth Ezra Samari, working with UDEL in full its Uganda Youth Development Link. We are so much into the youth. So I'm a representative working as a social worker in UDEL.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Khadija Dawood, aka Miss Dipa. I'm self-employed. I live in many places. I won't be specific that I live here. That is all.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming. To introduce Anita. I'm finalizing with my studies, social work and social administration from Chambogo University. Just that. Welcome everyone here, and I wish you well.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kalunji Brian Teziriayo. I work with Bakayibira Dramactors. I work with Peace Corps Uganda. I work with youth empowered with leadership and development. Yeah, I stay in Machindi.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stella, a finalist and a student of social work and social administration at Chambogo University, and I live in Chirika.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm called Otimong Ali, aka Sultan Ali. I'm an events manager, and I'm also a lab technologist by profession. I stay in Mukono. Thank you.
May I stay in Uganda? I want to welcome everyone out to the show. It's going to be an open discussion. We are going to first of all discuss love among adolescents nowadays. Dating, why should young people date, or why should adolescents date before completing studies or before the age of 18. These are experts. They are going to be telling us what they think about the topic today. Then later on we shall go on sex among adolescents, because now is one of the biggest causes, and young people are getting pregnant. But we are going to first of all discuss love, what love is according to them. I personally don't know what love is, but I know they have experience in this. They are going to tell us what love is. According to them, what love is what is love about you? Sorry? Love according to her, what is love about? According to you?
Love is an feeling.
Emotional feeling, according to her. What is love according to you?
Love is like kind of affection, strong affection to someone.
What is love according to her?
I think to me, love is close intimacy with someone, having this mind connection and heart intimacy together.
Me, I think love is care and affection between two different people. It can be a man and a man, a lady or a lady.
Then according to him.
Actually, if I personally talk about love, I understand it in a different way. As we say, it's an affection between these two people. Mostly in the youth. Here we are talking about the youth, teenage. They understand it as an affection between two different sexual partners. Right? But it's not in that way. The way we understand about love is that we want each other, we understand each other, you, him and I, how we can relate in different perspectives. That's what I understand by love.
The love we are going to talk about is not about friendship. We are going to talk about love of dating, boyfriend, girlfriend, girl lovers, boy lovers. It's the love we are going to discuss today. Leave alone that love we have been thinking about of, hey friend, what's up? That's not the love we are going to discuss today. The love we are going to discuss today is about dating, boyfriend, girlfriend, girl lovers, boy lovers. It's the love we are going to discuss about today. So, What do you guys think? Why should young people start dating themselves at an early age? Why? That's the question to the which is coming out now. Why should young people start dating themselves today?
As we are talking about adolescence, you know what it means to be an adolescent? It always happens at the age of 12 and above. Sometimes, and these adolescents are experiencing different body changes. As you know, every change in someone comes with a consequence. The development of these body changes, growing in hips, doing what, deepening in the voice and softening the voice among the girls is also all those changes cause some attraction between the two sexes, the boys, and then the females. So in so doing, that attraction leads to what is so called love. That's what I think.
Love in the teenagers is something which is not easy. But I would define it like this, it's because they want to explore something they have never done before in their life. So they just do it unknowingly. They don't know what they are doing, but they are doing it maybe out of ignorance, out of seeing something. Yeah, I call it exploring. I think they're just exploring. If they know the result, then they will say, it's like this, let me stop it, or it's a big story.
I think when adolescents start, when the period begins, the body tends to produce hormones, and these hormones have to be responded to. So for a girl, when she starts to develop breasts, or maybe she gets larger hips, and she starts to walk around and wave them, and the boys are enticed. How someone would wake up and like, oh my goodness, she's driving me crazy. It's just that thoughts, those emotions, and the emotions have this psychological, basically a way it affects her psychology. And then our thinking changes and it's distorted, and someone would never have to listen to anyone else except the person they're having their eyes to. They say where your heart is there, where your treasure is there, where your heart will be. So for a boy, and there's this girl who drives him crazy because she is developing, hips, and she has a tiny waist, and she has this soft skin and fantastic smile. He feels like he needs to be close to her. In the process of being close to each other, you notice they get to peck each other, end up in kisses, and the next minute they've had sex. But like he said, if they're not told of the consequences of these things they do, they consider it to be love. Yeah, that's what I think.
What I can say, love in adolescence, it can be a call of nature. Let's say a person grows, the hormones develop, everything as everyone has said there. But also, there's something I can say, exposure. These people, the teenagers or the adolescents, tend to copy. They are exposed, they have access to Facebook, social media, TVs, they watch very many things. So this exposure, they learn very many things there when they are so young. Sometimes they don't understand the things and they fall into problems like teenage pregnancies. Thank you.
We're talking about love dating nowadays.
Okay. And I understand you're talking about the love of dating,
Yeah.
nowadays. That's boyfriend, girlfriend issue. Okay. Well, your question was like, why could they date at an early age? Yeah? I actually I can't be on the side of letting them date at an early stage, but they are pushed into it because of the body changes that we get into them. As we are talking about adolescents, right? We are talking about adolescents here. That's when we say that the girl is developing the breasts. The guy is experiencing what we call wet dreams. That time, the guy will be like, oh, now I'm mature. Why don't I also begin such issues? Mostly it's because of peer pressure. If So me as Ezra come to you and say, oh, you know what, I got a girlfriend. That's it. And she's, eh?
That's so good.
That's when you also develop that idea of exploring, as he said, exploring. I call it love for adventure.
Yeah.
As I explore, I'm making the adventuring. What is in love. In the end, we come to get to the sex issue, kissing, and the rest.
Yeah.
Well, you forgive me, I'm going to be using two languages.
Which is okay.
Yes, Uganda and English.
True that.
Someone has it. No, the reasons as to why most young adolescents are enough they get themselves in dating stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I personally, there's no example for me to feel that I love you. No. Kubangero omukwano katonda yagutonda ayinza kati njogeranga nti I started to feel as in attracted to the opposite sex. I wasn't even yet 10 years. I wasn't 10 years. Yeah, I'm sorry to say so. Yeah, sure. The experience kanga katonda.
I understand.
Nalaba mu primary when I in class G and there is this guy yali mukwano gwange nnyo. I had a crush on that guy. I felt kugabanga mpulira mweke kiseera nze nali nkimanyi. Not nti mpulira nti mbuzi. Naye I had that kind of yeah, okitegeera bulungi. Naye nga tekyandeetera kudda mu bwongo wange that I should have sex with him or not. Just yali feeling nga mpulira I'm so very attached to the person. Kati omuntu okufiringa love sikiri. The only problem is that we young people ebiseera ebisinga tugenda ne tulowooza mbu when you love someone it's all about sex. When I have to prove my love to you nasooka kwegatta naawe then nenkakasa nti nkwagala, which is not right. Kati omuntu bw'abanga ali mature enough ngali responsible enough kubanga egino emyaka si kwe kubeera omukulu. Yeah. Someone can be 12 years nayenga ali more mature than someone who is more than
20.
Yeah.
I understand, that's true.
So long as omuntu muli awula that they are responsible, they are mature enough mu bwongo bwabwe, I think they can love. So long as baba bakimanyi in case of anything, bage kangezo bafunisiza omwana abandi olubuto, ate tagenda kutandika kudduka ave ku kyalo ebintu ng'ebyo. Bwaba amanyi nti ajja sobola okikwasaganya, it's okay. Very okay.
At which age?
Yeah, at which age? Okay, let me say. You can mutugamba 18 years naye. You people, you have to know. Nti abavubuka b'ennaku zino tuli sexually active nnyo ate tuli exposed nnyo nga most of my colleagues bagamba. Tulaba baina ku TV, tulaba soaps nnyingi. Kati ffe waffe tulinawo obwana obuto. Naye nga bamanyi what kissing is. Achimanyi namanya manyi nabanya bobenywegera n'ogamba n'omwana atanywegerangako omuntu naye okitegeera. So they are exposed. Pozi n'ekirala they lack enough sex education. Ekisinza oleeteeka. Ojasanga situation nti omuzadde ate tali open enough n'omwana we. Tali open. Kati omwana alaba obuzannyo badde akusomero babinyumya, they want to try it out. So ndoza zingamba kyekisinza okuleetera abavubuka mu myaka gyaffe oba those below my age okuba nti beetanira nnyo ebintu okwegadanga n'okwedeetinga. They are ignorant. Tebalina enough information when it comes to love. Naye like I said, okwagala si kubi. It's just a feeling. Naye the way you handle it, outcome jogira ye mattering.
So unique. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone. This is so interesting. Then, because me, I thought like dating or somebody fall in love, sometimes it comes from peer pressure. That's what I'm thinking. Because me personally, when I started dating at school, it was all about group influence. Whereby I had friends who had girlfriends, and friends who had girlfriends used to kiss, and I also wanted to go and experience what these guys are doing. So in that I started also going into dating things. But I don't know what you guys have to say. What always brings these young people into dating and loving Is it about the social media that the other talked about? Is it about the soaps that they always watch on TVs? Or is it about the Facebook thing that the people always post? Like you can watch a video whereby somebody is kissing or people are hugging, then this is also wants to experience. Because in the long run, sometimes they fall out, end up preparing themselves. And in that, I want to bring out a component of teenage mothers nowadays. Is it because people are ignorant? Is it because people lack sex education, like she said? Or because the government does not sensitize people enough? Or this information does not run on TV? Like, what do you guys have to say? Is it about ignorance that people are dating themselves nowadays at an early age, before the age of 18, which the law says that somebody should start going into sexual things by the age of 18? But nowadays, you find a teenage girl or a teenage boy dating themselves at the age of around 10, 12, primary schools actually. Primary people are dating themselves. Where are we going wrong? What can we do to end this dating stuff?
Most young people take these days. Most of them have families to look after. Already kubeera ne muzadde we naye wadde muzadde we alina sente oba talina naye nga they are not responsible kugamba obuvunaanyizibwa bwabwe babusuubira. Kati jjukira, for instance, kangeze ndinga nze I love studying naye my papa doesn't give me books tampa school fees. Kati ndi mukazi, of course nkimanyi ndina amabeera, I have kalina, I have tips. I will have to use my body to get what I want, to get the books, to get the pens. You understand? Yeah? Kati it will lead me to start to
start going and
not because I want to, but because the situation I'm in has forced me. I end up getting sugar daddies. Over situation my classmate one nkimanyi olina sente. Kati omutwalo gw'ogenda okuppa kwe ngenda okukwata ezigula ebitabo. Ebintu ng'ebyo.
Then, at what age do you think that the person should start dating?
Before that, anyone can start dating at whatever age they want.
Yes.
But what I wanted to add on what she was saying was, before this social media, people are still dating, just in high school those days. But like in my school, where I was, it was too much of peer pressure and stuff. Not phones, not social media, but that this guy could say, I can date Stella. And then the other one says, no, you can't, because she's high class, she's this. And this one just bet money. If he goes and wins her heart, she'll be taken, and he will take that money. But this, at the end of it all, because this love was not initiated like mutual feeling and stuff, but because there's that force of peer pressure and stuff, you find this girl being dumped and stuff. And there's this thing they call, what do adolescents fall in when they really fall in love? Because we view love being so an unbroken attachment, being so it cannot be denied when it comes, and then it's something like so nice. If I was anyway, it's something that is so nice. And then anyone can fall in love at any point. Me?
say it.
These days love has become meaningless to an extent that people don't just fall in love, they fall in love for some different reasons and frustrations. So this big love of say I have a boyfriend and a girlfriend and it's so strong, that was at my early age of 30. I'm now 25. Don't worry about that. But then, guys, teenagers, they are so curious, they want to know. They say curiosity killed a cat. If I've watched something, I would love to try it out. Because I see this person on the TV, we've really gone wrong. Parents leave the TV, all stations are there, all channels are all there, and these kids, whatever age, they are all exposed to watching that. If I watch it, the other person is happy. what if I say I try it with this person next to me and we are watching the same thing? Won't it also make me feel so happy? Fine. And then bandwagon. Bandwagon say, I have a friend. She's always judging me. Nange, I've met this guy. He's so nice to me. He's doing nice things for me. I really don't know what to do with him. And he's just a sweet person I've ever seen in this world. But then, what should I do with him? And then, maybe I fall in love with him. Wow. It's such a nice feeling when I'm talking about love. Just you guys in love.
I can feel it.
So she'll be judging me all that. Then I'm also a person. I also want to try out all that and I see maybe what she really feels. But she's lucky on her side. I might not be lucky because I'll not get the same guy. I'm not with all guys are not the same, right? Yeah, they're not the same. Yeah? I don't know. They're not the same in terms of character and behaviors. And if he really has money, this guy won't have money, the one that I'm going to date. So I'll just try out. If I fail on this one that doesn't have money, maybe there will come another one there. Just like that. Fine people are dating. Age these days doesn't matter because I really see people, I see little girls, little boys and little girls falling in love so crazy, and then they don't even listen to anyone. They are just there in their own world. Whatever they're thinking about is, oh my goodness, I can't wait to meet this guy. And because of this thing that most of them are in boarding school, so they are kept there. At the end of at the end of terms, going for holidays, they can't really wait to meet their partners. Yeah, thank you.
Me, I'm going to defy a little bit. I'm going to think about those teenagers back in rural areas. Those are the teenagers who don't watch TV, who don't have social internet, who don't have anything like any communication, like they're just there in the village. In the community whereby it's kind of like trading to be with a boyfriend at this age, to be with a girlfriend at this age, whereby even their families force them to do this. Like, don't you see your colleague is now having 2 kids, you are there just, you don't have like even 1 kid. What are you doing? You're just eating our food, those are the teenagers that do things because of like family background, then the tradition. Like those most okay. Most people like in rural areas, they have it like kind of a tradition saying that if someone fails to go to school, the next thing you should go to is find someone you love and
you're going to marriage.
And you go to marriage directly without waiting.
No wasting time.
No wasting time. Why you were eating our food doing like that? So we just have to go straight to marriage. Then about what age should someone start dating? I think at the teenage age it's worse. You cannot start dating. You're just doing something out of it. There's no love. To be honest, there's no love. There's no love. There is no love. There is no love. You're just exploring your body. You're using your body. If I know my body I have an arm, I have to use it like this. If I have this, you're just exploring. There's no love. Yeah.
Let's proceed. We shall come back to you.
No, I have to ask him.
Okay. I think according to me, the main factor, I've had several opportunities to interact with people in the communities, like the people in the rural communities, and I'm going to talk about slums. Kampala specifically is congested with slums here and there. And then a major problem, I think nationwide, is poverty. Yeah, poverty leads you to coming to Kampala looking for a job, and then you get into a slum and you're living in a single room, you, your wife, and your children, teenage children moreover. And so when it's time for sleeping and children are watching what your parents are doing, and at the neighborhood maybe there is a whole house next door, president house, and you leave the children at home, you go to work, and they explore the environment. Children go to play outside. as this person grows, they're like, I need to know the feeling. I need to know that feeling. And so someone is crying, like she's saying, someone is crying. Why are they crying? Daddy's beating them. And then the kid will come and tell the other one, lie down and I beat you and see if you'll cry like mommy. So the poverty basically in Uganda is the main cause for early relationships, sexual relationships amongst teenage, the adolescents basically. The other thing is exposure. In that you find a 5-year-old child knows how to position a girl. A boy knows how to position a girl so that he can do whatever he wants to do with her. Yeah, it's traumatizing to see this. Also, when you go amongst the high-class people, early exposure to pornography. These things are everywhere. I mean, I have a smartphone. Even if I bought a phone at 100,000, I'll have it. Just buy my MBs and then go watch these things. When I watch them, I get aroused, and I need to have even if there's a boy in the neighborhood, I will find that specific time when we can have our privacy, because we see people do these things in private, and therefore we end up into this relationship. I don't call it love necessarily. To me, it's like you said, it's exploring. You just explore your bodies. If someone is screaming on the TV, I want to know if he will scream also. So I need to know what. Yeah. And I want to know the feeling. If these things come out, I mean, if someone is settling someone's breast, I need to know the feeling. Yeah, so the ways that's supposed. And the worst bit is that we don't have close relationships with our parents or our caretakers. And so it becomes so hard for us to open up to them. And these days, most of the youth find that it's my thing, I'm doing my thing, you know? And so let it be my thing, no one should get involved in it. It's really, that's what is killing us. The age for starting to date, I don't encourage. For as long as you cannot stand on your own, if you can't afford to buy a pair of shoes for yourself, if you can't afford to buy sugar, a kilogram of sugar or above, so then you cannot manage someone else. You actually cannot take care of another person's daughter. Exactly. So it's impossible for you to start dating. For I think for the children or for the adolescents, it's just, let me experience what other people are experiencing. He is not ready to take care of me. When I get pregnant, he might actually run away, and I end up in an abortion session and die. It's that to me, that's it. I don't encourage dating or sexual relationships dating well is fine, where you have mentors, people take care of you, and they tell you what's happening. I mean, if I have an elder brother or an elder sister, I say, oh my goodness, I have this guy, he drives me crazy. When I see him, I feel butterflies in my stomach. And so which is really rare because of the setting we are in Uganda. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So I'll define this in two contexts. There is one urban and then rural. The rural one, to add on her, she said about poverty. Poverty, she didn't explain it the way of the rural way. These days, parents give away their daughters due to poverty, just because they want to get the right price. Mostly in villages. I grew up in villages, I've seen girls. You stay home for 2 years, the next thing is thinking of to marry you or getting into an affair. So that's the real thing. Go back to town things. Let me tell you guys, way back you were saying about the social media has just come. I remember we were in Form 1, Form 2 there. We go, do you know the day like they chase you for school fees? You go to a cafe and search for pornography. From the cafe. But these days I think they ban pornography. It's no longer there on internet. Or not even on YouTube, I don't see pornography. But also when you study, you find youth, they are like me, I started from urban, I started from town here in Kampala. So the time they get the freedom, they go utilize that time in the wrong way. And that amounts to what they say peer pressure, as they say peer pressure. So peers are always so bad. And also there's one thing. I also was in some school for my agency. There are guys who used to think by you having girlfriends or many girls at school there, you were a star. So for us, who didn't have like any, who used to consider on our books with the fathers. Yeah, that thing was there at school, which is a wrong mentality. The guy could come, the guy could come, you would talk with like your friends, he tells you, I can get that girl. I can get bigger. That's someone said here before. She said about that, and that thing is real. That thing is real, and that's a bad mentality on the youth. It is going to bring problems because you at school there you end up, let's say doing the dating, holidays. You sneak out of your father's house or even mother's house to meet a guy, maybe in shows, lodges, which is bad. Are you still at school? Why should you do that? So guys, you ask about the age of dating. Me personally, I believe I played first girlfriend, I think in campus. That was my year one.
That was your first girl?
My first girl.
Yes.
Yes, that is possible.
Honestly.
Oh, honestly, thanks. As you are talking about the age at which a teenager are supposed to get into relationship. Honestly, I personally, I can't recommend that teenagers to get into it. Reason being, this is so early for them that you can get them into some kind, let me say, problems that they cannot come up to assist themselves over them. Why? If let me say, I'm putting myself in the girl's shoe. I, Tina.
In the girl's shoe?
Yes.
Okay.
I, Tina. I'm dating a guy of around 25 and I'm 15. Right?
Yeah.
I'm giving a scenario.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we have had sex, I've got pregnant. I come to this guy claiming I'm pregnant. The guy decides, no, it wasn't me, maybe the other guy you had. Probably that guy is already having a sense that you already have another, right? So as in me, Tina, what will I do when I get that? When I'm pregnant by this time? I'll be fearing to talk to my parents. Engaging a friend is going to be another issue, right? And I engage a friend, I'll fear that friend of mine will turn by my back and then go and tell my
Parents.
which I don't want my parents to get, right? But then if I, Tina, at that age, kept myself and said I abstain, I wouldn't get into this. I would actually, if I get the pregnancy, I'm going to drop out of school. I'm going to end up into early marriages, teenage mothers, very many things. So personally, at the age at which I would think the teenagers, let me say adolescents, should start dating, it's not there. Maybe till they have come to that knowledgeable understanding whereby he or she is able to look after the outcomes that have come out to him or her.
Yeah, the question I remember. Somebody here, did you put down the question?
I have something else to say. I don't want to need to money. We have African parents. In some cases, you find that omwana atandise okwenyigira mu bintu bya dating because the parents they want to feel love. Yasanga tata akola nnyo buli kaseera, I have to go to work, I don't see him in the morning, if I'm to see him, I'll see him late in the night. Oba onfuna sometimes nkabokyogedde sigenda nakiddamu. So kati I feel that kind of loneliness. Ate already nakagayi kampoteza. I need to feel love. Yes. Gwe muzadde wange siri open naawe osanga nandibadde nkwebuuzaako. Kuba kino ekintu kijja buziizi. Togenda kwekinga up one morning ogambe kati ono omwagala nno. Kijja buzi gradually. Okati gwe muzadde wange gwe nandyogedde naye nti oba there is this guy, I need you to advise me on this story. Wobeerawo weekambuwaza. Wowulira that oba I have friends abalenzi kati kanjogere ku nze alhamdulillah nze ntebaza Allah my mom yantegeera nti I'm not a female sitirinyira nnyo mu bakazi. Most of my friends 98% are male. So sorry kati teya how can I phrase it? Teyakabwera nti watobera nnyo ne people of the opposite sex. She had to start advising me, guiding me. Nangamba, for you to be friends with someone of the opposite sex, tekitegeeza mbu nogenda tandika kwengeginga nabo mu mize emibi kwegamba yankansolinganga era nkyebaliza mukama ekyo naye most African parents nategeera nti nno Dawuda mukwano gwa Samu abeera wali bannange olwo lutalo watandise okutuuka mukwano gwe simanya mwatandise okukola ebintu kati in that wobo you are pushing me away ngenda tandika okubikola mu nkukutu naye like you said I have 1 minute doesn't answer the one. That's my point.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. We are going to go for a short commercial break, then we shall be right back. Thank you so much.
On social medias, it's S-class of Zillow.
So what's the level? Like a bottom? Chibuku?
Like a bucket.
To my nature, I criticize on social media. Yeah, I think I'm good at that when it comes to social media. That's why I really like spending most of my time in social media.
Buli lwenywa ku njaga eyo naye mba sirina ssente ntulaali n'endowooza.
Hey, welcome back from the short commercial break. We are still continuing with our topic of today of love and sex among adolescents. So we are going to discuss sex among adolescents nowadays. Nowadays, adolescents go much into sex things, and one thing that I've realized, because of you have said that what is making these guys to fall into love because of the body changes which they always experience. I don't know if I'm a girl and my hips grow bigger and my boobs come big, I should be able to go into sex or love. I don't know whether you guys, that was the point that you guys were trying to make. Because to me, I don't see it as anything which can force you to go into dating and sex or love. I don't think so. That's so, like if you experience a body change of getting big breasts, getting hips, you should go for love.
When I get hips or breasts, it doesn't mean that I have to go into sex, but the boys that look at me, of course, these days, I've been now, take it, so I'll feel so high of myself, now put it on side, whoa, tambula kali wakulu. Okitegera kati ekyo bijja kuvaamu okuba nti guy oyo olw'okubampana wana kwekunkwana because if I'm not patient enough, then I'll go into sex. Naye nga sigamba that if I grow breasts, kiba kitegeeza I'm going to start engaging in sex. Ndowooza ati babadde bategeeza.
So, if you start dating, is it a must that you should go for sex? If you guys start dating, boyfriend, girlfriend, boy lover, girl lover, does it mean that you are supposed to go for sex?
Guys, this is so interesting. Okay, in a way that I would say love and sex, they are really totally different two things, and at some point, like among adolescents, they come, the other one leads to the other. As we see love being an emotional attachment, an intimacy, and then sex being an act. It's called, in psychology, they say it's an urge that a man cannot live out with. Like food, say you're hungry or you're thirsty, you need water. At the same time, you need food when you're hungry. So sex is also a basic need. No, it can never be a basic need, but it's a drive. So what drives someone into sex? We need to also understand. Me being in love with him doesn't mean that we are having sex doesn't automatically mean that. And there's no relationship between sex, that's what I can say, between sex and love. Because you can be in love without sex. Here I mean, a few things will come up. He'll buy me a car, he'll rent for me a nice apartment, he'll do nice things for me. That's love, that's affection, that's attachment. Then what is sex? She had earlier said that these hormones that are developed in someone as they grow up. He's developing those hormones, I'm also developing those hormones. Not as you're saying that I grow hips, I grow breasts, what, and then it must automatically lead me I need to go and have sex. No, not really. But, you know, the adolescent love we are talking about, here people are touching, here people are kissing, here people are, they're cuddling, they're doing all that kind of things. So what, all those things, they'll be like, today it's a kiss, the next day it's a big long hug, and then plus a kiss. The next day will be maybe some kissing, some hugs, and then some cuddling. The next day it will be too much and says, oh my goodness, I can't stop, I can't bear this anymore. They end up having sex. That's what I think.
About sex in the teenagers, this is something they don't think, which is like sex. For them, they take sex to be something they want to know what happens if I do it with my body. If I have if I do sex, what will happen to my body and what will happen to her body. So they just want to know what thing is in sex, is in that action. So they will go into that because of that love, that desire to do that thing. But because not knowing, there is no any results, the outcomes, they don't think about that. For them, they want to know what happens if my body becomes closer with her body. That's all. And we are...
Oh, the question again?
Question. What causes teen?
Or is it a must that if you start developing hips, developing breasts, and you get those feelings, does it mean that you are supposed to go for sex? Because, like you said, if you develop feelings, if you develop breasts, if you develop hips, and your boys start vibing you or throwing words to you, does it mean that you should go for sex with the boys? Or does the boy mean that supposed to go for sex with the girls?
So to me, sex is a gift from God. Totally, it's supposed to be pure, and it's supposed to be nice and sweet, and you're supposed to have an open mind to it. So these children, adolescents specifically, I think it's because of the lack of guidance that they get. The feelings will come, you're going to feel attracted to someone else. Yeah, in psychology we have this thing of the phallic stage, in the stages of personality, sexual personality development. And at every stage you notice there is a point of concentration where someone feels more satisfaction and arousal, At the oral stage, for instance, for children, they feel sexually attracted, satisfaction they get is from suckling the breasts of their mothers. Yeah, and the stages go on and on and on. Others describe it in 6 and others take it up to 12. But you notice that in each stage, if there's fixation, someone would get addicted to something. If for me to stop maybe admiring him and thinking that he has a penis and I don't have a penis, I'm going to get a banana and start using it on me. If I'm not told that this is how girls are supposed to be and that's how boys are supposed to be. Yeah, and so if I'm lucky enough to have a boy in the neighborhood, then I'll go and explore with him. That is their sex. But love, a teenage, no, it does not really exist. If that feeling came, how they say that we have senior women in schools and the rest, in the evening you collect all of us and talk to us as the girls. Girls, make sure you avoid bad touches from the boys. Girls, make sure you avoid the boys, make sure you wear long skirts. make sure you cover up, make sure you close your legs when you're seated. And I'm like, okay, why do they always tell us this? It's because sometimes the teens have their slang things of communication.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, in that when a girl sits in a certain way, the other boy would know that this girl wants this. And he comes and strikes, gets the fruit. You get it? That is like a long story, high school things and interesting ones. But their sex is because of exploring and desiring to know how would it feel? How does it feel? And I want to get there.
Yeah, I've listened to everyone here. The points have been very clear. And I've all been moving through one thing. You said when a person grows in body, don't also forget that when you grow in the body, there are hormones also that increase in levels. Also for the ladies, even the men have hormones that increase. These hormones demand, there are those that demand you the urge for that sex. I remember in some schools, they used to put their paraffin in beans. That thing is to reduce the libido of the boys. That is the importance of it. Yes. That's the major reason why it was. I don't know, but I will come with the facts. Let me go and research on that. I will come with the facts. But also, it's about that libido. But me, I think, as all members have said, there is really no love today in adolescence. That's not love. I've not seen love at all there. In fact, the urge is, they are saying, to explore, to find out what happens there. If I meet with this, that what happens? For you, we forget always what comes out there, that there are diseases, there's HIV, there are pregnancies. You don't care about that. That's why most teenagers, when they impregnate girls, it is very easy for them to say, no, it is not me. Because they didn't think of that. But a man like me, well, fine, it's fine. You bring my baby. Yes.
Okay, like when you got the other one, does it mean that if you start growing breasts and having big bumps, you should go for sex? Or if you are dating with somebody, does it mean that you should go for sex?
So these are two different questions. If you are dating someone, does it
mean that you should go for sex?
Does it call for sex? Or if you're growing the breasts or the big bums? Actually, I'll be growing the breasts and big bums. Oh, it doesn't actually call for sex. Why? Because if you look at it, you as a person, you're growing the breasts and the big bums with the good guidance of your parents. Let me say, living around the parents, the seniors in the schools. Let me say the teachers, the head teachers. Let me say the peer educators with the schools. I call them the prefects by at that age, right? If they help and give you the correct guidance at the moment you're growing the breast and the big bumps, I don't think you can end up into sex, right? So this is also driven by some people have self-control, others that, let me say, the urge that someone has said, emotional feelings that can go increasing on day by day as your body changes are also going on. So if you personally can also have that body control in you, self-control, I guess you can never run into this act of having sex, right? So I come to the other question was dating. Nganda wange sana. Leka nawe. Wembanga nze ndi n'omuwala. Badde naawe. I've dated you. This is adolescence, is probably from the age of, let me say, 9 and right? Like around 20 something, right? So dating someone does not mean that you must have sex.
It depends which age.
Yeah, actually, yes. Why am I saying this? Dating, to me, dating does not mean that you must have sex. Sex is an act And this act, according to the Most High, this act is not supposed to be done by young children. And being an adolescent, you're still young. You're just being groomed to getting to feel those feelings of having the sex and the rest of the issues. But then you're not supposed to, right? So dating to me, as into my concern, doesn't call for sex.
Yes, you can if I say something.
Among the adolescents, like seriously, when they date, it calls for sex. The nowadays adolescents, because here, there's this guy. Yes, they are not living. The guys, they are still young. They don't have any property. They own nothing seriously. So, what they do is, it happens in high school. So, I have, maybe this guy comes from a well-off family, and then he's dating a certain girl. So he will be cashing into the girl, and the girl feels so happy. So in so feeling so happy, and then she's like, oh my goodness, she goes posting about it. Oh, the guy loves me. What? She'll need to prove back and say, this guy loves me. I always tell him I also love him too. So what shows among the teenagers is so embarrassing, and they go on and say, I need to prove him to something, like I really love that guy. So in trying to prove, maybe this time it will be a hug, and you know these things, they just go like it's a gradual process, like step 1, step 2. It doesn't stop like at this mouth saying, oh, I love you so much, and the other one will also say, oh, I love you so much, honey, have this 100 shillings and go. Maybe. So what does the guy get instead? What happens amongst girls, it feels like when you give me that money, I've done nothing for you. It really creates that debt in your heart.
Yeah.
So adolescents will still feel like I owe him something. He really owes me something. So how should I prove it? Sex.
Definitely. It goes for sex. Let me take you back. Me, when I was growing, used to play the things of mama and tata. And you know, like, honestly speaking, I think, was it because I grew up in the ghetto? I don't know. Because when we were young, there are some things that we used to do. Mama and tata, then you have that kind of sex, which you guys say that it's not sex. Then somebody produces a doll, and she even gets pregnant. Like you go in there. This person keeps on moving for something like 2 minutes, then she comes back and produces the doll. You kiss, you do everything.
You kiss?
Yeah! Mama and Tata, what do you guys used to do? We even used to have children. Yeah. We used to have children. Like, not your children, but you produce. But not you producing, but somebody just produces a doll. After producing a doll, then the baby grows. What you call another baby, another kid who is younger than you.
You adopt a doll.
Yeah, like you adopt somebody but acts like your kid. You get what I'm saying? But you play like you think of mama and tata. What always brings this is when what are these boys and girls seeing at home? They know like in your life there should be mama and tata. Somebody to get pregnant should be through sex. There's no way somebody can get pregnant without having sex. A child of around 5-6 years knows for somebody to become pregnant, sex should take place. Leave all the things of people who always ask, like kids always ask their mothers, where do you get kids from? How do I get from earth? And even parents can't even explain this. Honestly, even if I'm the one, there's some things I can't explain. Yeah, if so, you ask me and you're around 4 years or 5 years, how did you give birth to me? Where did I come from?
God.
From God. How?
My mother told me that she vomited me.
Mother tells that I just vomited you, and you also grow up knowing that you've just been vomited. Then you go to science and tell them sex happens, then sperms go into humans, whatever, then everything starts. Like, those things always confuse me. That comes after education. But we always sometimes play Mama Nitata. Nobody teaches Mama Nitata, trust me. And kissing, you won't go to school to learn how to kiss. Sex, you won't go to school to learn how to do sex. Those things just come automatically. Feelings. Yeah, nobody will teach you, but you just see somebody hugging or kissing, you're like, if you kiss, what happens? When you are starting, this should be for ladies. Let us just come back to topic.
Wait, I have something to say. I think the increase of sex in teenagers, it's because the parents or the people they live with, they tend to forget these kids, yet knowing their brains are now sharp, they are intelligent. For them, they think, she's still young, he's still young, doesn't know anything. They tend even they still sleep at their beds. Mom sleeps here, the kid in the middle, then the mother.
That's the other side.
Yeah. So that thing is very bad. These kids' brains, nowadays, like these teenagers, they sharpen very fast. They know everything very fast. Someone like 10, 9 years, they are very sharp. Knows everything about sex. So these parents, they don't care. They say, no one actually want to do. That's very bad.
Yeah.
Where did you get that idea of that game?
See, like
It
when
was
I was
something
also,
the community
when I was
used
also
to do.
growing, somebody used to use me as their kid. So when I also
So you also learned that for one to get pregnant, they should first have sex.
definitely.
Because
I used to go and report. I leave the kisses in the pool. You understand? Sambi. Sambi. Yeah.
That's where the sex education comes in. Omwana watukira okubuuza oba ali myaka emeka naye watukira okubuuza ebintu ebitongo ba mama kino kibeera kitaye because I had you saying bugwe kikuswaza. That's where the problem is. Soka weebuuza ono omwana gwe sikugambangako kintu weekiti akijjewa mu bwongo bwe okukimbuuza. That means that kid is already exposed yet. Kati gwe buvunaanyizibwa bwo as a parent approach ye etya. Togenda gamba a 4-year-old kale n'okimugamba ddala kati omukazi yakola bwati n'omusajja no, you find ways of okukimunyonnyola kubanga waatukiddwa kikubuuza. That means alina some information. Yeah, he needs guidance. Naye kati kuonoogamba mbu omwana muto ajja kufuna information somewhere else of which information gyagenda ogijja bagenda mu misleadinga. Then you start saying abaana b'ennaku zino biki naye ng'omwana yakubuuza. Just because you're the parent only open enough n'omwana wo n'omuleka bulesi ye yeenoonyeza amagezi awalala. So kati nze ngamba omwana waakubuuza ekintu ng'ekyo gwe ng'omuzadde oba omanyi engeri gy'okunnyonnyolamu omwana wo. Buli myaka girina engeri gy'oginnyonnyolamu n'akitegeera. Omuntu w'emyaka 10 there is a way you explain, n'omuntu w'emyaka gyange there is a way you explain, even a 4-year-old. Kati nze olaba I was on Facebook one day. Manchi nekintu abazungu kye batusinza. That's the problem with us African parents. They're really transparent enough with our kids. I on Facebook one day ne waloka video kagoinga viral. And baleta abaana b'emyaka like from 3 years to 15, naye nga buli omu bamubuuza, where do you think you came from? Naye ekyanneewuunyisa 6, no, you're actually 5.5 years. Ng'akimanyi that a man and the woman, they will have sexual intercourse. Mama echatamugamba nkera mama yali surprised. Nangamba, no, we know this, mom. Children talk this at school. Okitegeera naye kati kyenayiga that sisi emyaka gyali gyanjawulo abaana abaali basiminga like they don't know where they came from. There's a way their parents get. Sorry about that. It's time for swallows. I'm sorry about that, So mbadde nkyabanyonnyola balina engeri gye babakwatangamu tebabalaga nga that show you even know this, you're 3 years naye you know what sex is kuba waliwo n'omuzadde omu gwe nalaba nga agamba mama you know your dad and me, you know
when two people, it's not yet your age, but when two people grow big, there are some things they have to do. But you shouldn't do it. Things
are those.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Maybe mom and dad, they will go, something they do, maybe they go under the blanket. Under the blanket? I told, yeah. And when they go under the blanket, you know what comes up? No. When they go under the blanket, they come out with a kid. They are 9 years, they are span. Those young kids they know so much about sex. Sex yes. No.
Opens up their mind.
That's not what I wanted to say. I said we have to learn to be open enough with our kids. Open in our simwana kuza shintu n'omukuba emboko kubanga nze njukirako omulundi gumu mama wange yankuba n'ofunku waliwo ekibuuzo ekyenamubuuza naye she came me oba ofuna naye after some time yategeera ensonga era yajja n'atuuza naye ng'okuva olwo in case something happens I run to her. I don't run to my other friends. I run to her nangayidinga angamba yeah it's good, sex is good, yeah? Naye ku myaka gyo simulungi, she even gives you reasons why. Reasons is yeah myaka gyo kitegera nazikwa so oshimanya I know yeah I feel that I want to have sex but okusinzira ku myaka gyenina mom told me this and this so I have to wait maybe like 5 years from now okitegera yeah you feel that naye you know how to go about it oba onfuna so that age.
This question goes to the girls, not to the boys. For the boys, okay, to cut across. How do you fight the feelings of having sex when they come? Because I know like everyone gets feelings. Even if the boy is not there, still you get these feelings of having sex. How do you go about it when they come? Honestly speaking, let me say you are in a school or at home alone and these feelings come. Well, how do you go about it?
Yes. This is me speaking as Anita, not as anyone. These things come, I don't deny. Those feelings, you don't deny them. You can't fight them. Like however much you try, they'll come the next minute. But here, me, I have my fear. There are those fears within me. I know sex pains. Sex lasts for a shortest minute, but the consequences are too big to handle. So with that fear in me, I just give up.
Wow.
Girls first.
Okay.
I am a person who cooks a lot. When I'm stressed, I go to the kitchen and cook so many things in that I serve at your neighbors. And when I'm frustrated, same thing happens. So actually, that's my defense mechanism against anything, even against myself. Sex, yeah. I just distract myself, either get a novel to read, watch a funny movie. My favorite animation is Rango. So whenever either I'm frustrated or I just feel something not right, I put Rango. And he makes me happy and I laugh about it. And then I imitate him, mimic him and speak out what he says and I'm distracted, the brain just switches off. And I am safe.
No, I'm not a shepherd. That question. When I get those feelings of wanting to have sex, yeah, there are so many ways of controlling that urge. First of all, I want to train to okwepena okukuyamba nnyo. Yeah, I'm talking this from experience. Yeah, okwepena kuyamba nnyo kwegamba you feel it. What you have to do, you just have to go outside, you pick up a few friends. Your mind goes to something else. What you take, right? Over busy weapon, those things. Eh? Another thing, what I do, writing down in my diary. most cases wemba nina ekintu ekinsumbuwa ebiseera ebisinga wenzikakana wansi ne
You're making it too formal. Just as a person, like something has come in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You wake up and write.
Yes. I don't even know how many diaries I have in my life. I'm speaking this from a personal experience. It's okay that when people say, of course, I have to give my own experience. Writing helps me a lot. Really, really a lot. Whether sexual feelings engage or whether is anything, yeah? When I sit down, when I come down to my diary or put my name for me everything I would want to tell you.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah, ask me.
So if you like your feelings, you want sex, and you say you go and write in your diary. So what do you write?
Another thing before you answer. Let's not make this thing so formal. Those sex comes like sex urge comes like as if you want to drink water when you're thirsty. There was like, I want to drink water, the glass of water is there, I must take that water.
Wow.
So if the boyfriend, if it happens like in the same situation, you have the boyfriend there, maybe he had even given up and said, we are not going to have sex before marriage, but you can sleep in the same bed and share. So he's there, you're there, like it's in the middle of the night. You get this book and then
you guys are not trying to get my point.
I know it's personal.
Nothing personal. It's so I haven't given you an example. That means I do something.
S-Class is the platform or a show whereby young people are going to be coming on board to talk about different problems they face in their communities.
By the way, we are still talking about.
So she continues from there.
The writing is done.
The writing is done.
So where are we going after the writing?
What comes after the writing?
Sorry, tell me you go to Kwepena or Malo Kwepena, you write no. But you boy now what you call it. What's the chance of all when I do get those sexual desires, I pray. Wow. I go back to my situation. I just go on my prayer mat. My information nation yeah. There is a way, okay. Lastly, what I would do, each one of us has those friends we're totally free with. You can talk about just about anything. Yeah, WhatsApp on like I'm someone who's very open. Yes. Yeah. We talk about it. If you can sort of like discussion, I even end up forgetting. Smile feeling what you're against just back at Indian. Yeah, with a friend, it will be okay. One other advice also you can go take a shower. My no pulling down that thing. What should it know again and on and there is a way getting your toe let the open walk or queer and be that old young guy or toe or posting. Of course, to me, you get a
Then we are going to go to the side of men. How do you control it when it comes? Because I'm a man, I personally, but I won't talk about I control my feelings. I will after everyone giving his experience. Honestly, I will.
Are you talking according to personal basis, or you're talking according to?
You can bring the personal basis, then you can also tell us what any
think,
person can do. Yeah.
Okay. Personally, I think people of my age or the adolescents, if they come to get that in mind, I feel like having sex. Me myself, I'm so much into sports, right? I'm so much into sports. I can make myself busy. How? Let me say, just come in late in the night, right? I'll get to my screen. Where is Quest? Where is Blitz? I'll get to my sports channel. Continue. Hey, they'll tell me, hey, Arsenal signed Wenger again as a coach. What will I do? I'll begin laughing. In the end, I'll say, I'll switch off automatically. The feelings won't be there.
What's your favorite sport?
Football, of course.
You may go there and they are showing cricket.
That's why I'm saying we have channels there. There are many. Let me say, what if you have sports, select sports, select 1, 2, 3, you have Blitz, you have Quest. There are more. So, you will try checking each and each. If you fail here, you will find a channel which is talking about history. United 2, United 1, trophies, the treble in 1999, and you go with that.
Try to divert the mind.
Yeah, just the diversion of the mind. Then let me say, during day, of course, there are some who can get it during day. You can say, you can go get into activities like playing soccer, and say, you join friends, hang out with friends, but topics they talk about matters.
That's very true.
Right? The topics within you when you're with your friends matters. You have the urge of sex, and that one begins, my boyfriend was, of course, doing this. But then if I'm having the urge of sex, but that one says, last night I saw,
I was in so and so.
My friend was calling me, was in Dubai, was like, she's getting more money. I don't think we will get back to
Because you want.
Yeah,
that's very true. That's very true.
If you also get involved in the jazz and you're like, hey, money, yes, let me also do this. Maybe we also get that and go, and
the man comes
you'll have that money there. Will you get back to that?
Of course it won't. Because the man will go down.
Personally, me, I'm so much into sports. I use sports as my best weapon and everything.
Sure that.
As to Brian, how do you control your feelings when like we say, when it attacks you in the middle of the night and you feel like God satisfied your body?
Personally, this is something that comes from the mind. So it's just a feeling whereby just a slight thing you do can switch it off and you change. So mostly for we boys, it doesn't come like anyhow. It's just maybe you are lonely, you think of something, or you've been talking about something, or you've seen something like a picture that is nude. Like that's how we boys get the urge. So me, I just like something from the mind. You just think of any other thing. Like for example, you have phone, you can switch off to play a game, and it goes. You make yourself busy. You don't relax the mind. You just make yourself busy. It goes away, and mostly it becomes like for we boys, the urge comes when you've been talking about sex during the day, or you talked it with your friend, or you've been with your girlfriend. That's when it comes. So like to the teenagers, it is something that they are experiencing for the first time. Yeah, it's there in the body. It's their first experience to feel the urge. They do wet dream. They do what. So this is something that they don't have control per now, per that time. They will experience it. It will go natural without doing anything. Then after like a great period of time goes. They will say, but this thing happens to me, and I feel I want to do this. What can I do? So they will ask. Most like for men, they ask, do you know that during the night I get this and this? What should I do? They always ask their friends. So if their friends divert them to do something wrong, they will do that. So I think it's only from the mind. If you just concentrate and you switch off the mind, it goes. You divert, do something different.
Okay. Should I talk as be an adult or
your personal experience?
Your personal experience. Yes, I was as we out of camera. I was still telling you guys. For boys, nothing has to be initiated by something. First of all, let's say you might have looked at a picture or a video, or even a person, a lady herself. There was a way the ladies put on. You want? Yes, that happens like that. But one thing I think it's avoid some places because the way by the ladies who do that thing intentionally, because I get some friends, some experience from friends tell you like they go and there are happenings there that ladies almost put on naked. So I think what those ladies are also up to getting attached to those guys, like to get their feelings. Yeah, and mostly for a person like me, in case it happens, I think it will never happen. No, just coming like abrupt, no, it will never happen to me. Yeah. I'm a person who likes to discuss things, so I discuss very many things. Let's say politics. I'm in very many platforms where I get there, views. So I don't even get time to think about this. I even make myself busy. Most times I make myself busy with my hustle. I don't like the topic even disappears. You know, I'm still single. I will. I'm not searching. So maybe when I get married, that's when I will have that. But for teenagers who are at school, yeah, these feelings maybe they attack you at night. I think they come and go. If you stop thinking about it, they come, they and disappear.
What if when it comes when you're in class?
When you're in class, still concentrate on the lesson. Yeah, I don't think you can concentrate, my friend.
I have some question. One question goes to the girl. What sparks you to urge? Like, yeah, most girls, like the girls. What, like, if you're there, what are some of the things that make you to feel I want sex? If it's not naturally done.
There's one on your right. No. Only one person answers.
Okay. Imagination. First of all, if I look at you today and by chance I go with your number, I'd go back tonight and imagine what you'd be like. Because I've watched these things, I've seen them, and I've discussed about them and talked about them, and it just comes. And like, oh my goodness, how would that feel like? It's like the brain switches off from being normal to abnormal. It just changes its posture to the other side of sex. How would that feel like? How would it feel like me being in his arms? How would he caress me? So the thought comes up. And for a weak girl, she'll just pick a phone and call him, hey, I think I'm going to make dinner today. Would you like to come around? Or for a person who can distract themselves, it's just a matter of switching your brain again. You know what? I need to do this other thing, and that one is a by the way. Can't wait.
Okay, true. So you have been answered. Yeah. Okay. Then I think this will be one of the questions that I don't know what you guys are going to do about it. At times I've been interviewing some girls and they have been telling me how they got pregnant, and they're always saying, I went to this boy's place to visit him, and he didn't like force me to sex, but when he asked me for sex and I said no, he got so angry with me, and I felt like I'm hurting him. What I had to do is to go in for sex because I wanted to satisfy him, and I loved him, but I didn't want to do the sex, but I felt like I had to satisfy him.
in that I had to go for sex. What if when it happens, let me say for a boy, what if a girl comes in your room and you feel like you want to have sex and she says no, what do? You have this urge of having sex and you guys have been kissing and time reaches of having sex and the girl says no. This has been happening to very many adolescents and they have been in crimes of having sex because of these things of visiting boys' places or boys visiting girls' places, and they after kissing themselves and the girl says, I don't want to have sex. They cut it short, and the boy feels like I still want to have sex. They use too much fun. What do you do if you are a boy and the girl says no, and your body wants to have sex? What do you do?
No. What do I do? When we come to this, I'm going to approach this question according to my
Understanding.
Let me say, I'm not going to give you the understanding. I'm giving you an experience I've ever gone to.
Yeah.
The girl saying
As a guy, personally, by that time I was around 17. That was my senior too. But I reached a moment of, after doing the romance, kissing, fine, we got into the urge of having sex.
touching there.
I was, by that time I was 17.
Yeah. See.
But as in, to me, I came a thought. Thought came into me by that time. I was like, what if, fine, the condoms were there, everything. I was like, what if it bursts and eventually gets pregnant? What will I do? That was a very big question to me, and I didn't get an answer by that time. It was a big question for me, and I didn't have an answer. Secondly, I was like, now that they get us together here, having sex, remember, we are not in the bush, we are not where, we are in a room, that is my room. Yeah? But then, I'm like, what if someone comes and, let me say, my mom finds me here doing this? What will I do?
Honestly, do you have time of thinking of all that?
Actually, that's why I'm telling you, that was me.
Okay.
Yes. All those were in my head. After she had said no, I had to let everything go.
You feel like she has served you. So you should
But
visit
yes,
him.
I was like, no, I don't like you to come and visit me. No, don't. But then, that's how I do. I did it. Just let everything go. And that was the end. What we did was fun, joke, find something to do, like Ludo. Because we had those board games more at home. Then we switched off, and eventually she had to leave, and I also remained safe and contented.
Should we begin with all the boys and we shall come back to the girls?
If the girl says no, you know, this is something which needs like the two of you understanding each other. If a girl tells me no, I respect her, I love her, and she says no, I respect her command, her thinking. She says no, then why should I force her? It comes from the mind whereby you say, let me leave her, let me give her, let me try to respect her, just like that. She says, Brian, no. You say, okay, next time. Yes, next time better. Think of anything else. You just respect her, leave her.
And you feel like there's no next time?
No, there is next time. Why do you think? Like in most cases, like the men tend to lose it whereby they don't think about the outcomes. Like if I force her to have sex, she will say, now this guy wants sex from me. Now this, he raped me.
You know, there are very many now things that happen if I force you to do sex. So, if she says no, I'll just say it's okay. Let's do it. Let's try to do any other thing.
Be a gentleman.
Yeah, be a gentleman. Respect the lady. Come on, yeah.
Yeah, me, I believe I'm also among the few who respect feelings. Most so a lady's feelings. A person has said no. I respect that no. You going to have it forcefully is like a rape. Me myself, in my mind, I see it like it is rape. If someone has said no, yes, well, she has her reasons why she has said no. Or you can find out her reasons later, some other day, and maybe you reschedule in case.
And in most cases, she's saving you,
Maybe, yes, that is very true. But always good to respect a no or someone's no. Yeah. Now for the adolescents, for you, you have to put those questions. The questions is, my colleague there said, those 3 questions there. What if she gets pregnant? The outcomes of the sex or the activity. The outcomes, what is going to come out of there? Really, you have to put them in question. You have to think about them. And by the lady saying no, she would have saved you.
Sure.
Yes, if you're still an adolescent there, you're still going to school, yeah, you should. No, by the way, me, I'm talking the fact I'm very good.
That's the experience.
Then when it comes to the ladies, if you got a man in his place and you do the romance part of it,
He says no.
then you kiss, you do everything, and you reach a point whereby you want to off your clothes and you guys have sex. And the guy says, you know what? Let us stop it here. I'm not in my rules of having sex. And you know, the way women feel this urge is more than that of a man. That's my thinking. I'm not saying that's true. Is it true? I don't know whatever it is. Okay. Then what do you do if this guy says no? What do you do?
So whenever my to see now, then there will be no romance. Yes, why I go ahead, I kissed you on party, bichimu, then why do I have to do all that? No. Well, what is sex? There is no touching. If you can't do anything else, what yeah, change.
Question.
Do you know, me, I believe that this thing of romancing, love, this is the part whereby a human body is totally insane. You cannot control it. You can. Let me tell you, you can go to your boyfriend's home or hostel. You've just come to visit. No, you don't have even that mind that we're going to have sex. Do you know that? You do everything, then like you watch a movie, a love story, that puts you into that. You give her a hug, a kiss, then you go slowly into that. You understand? And he says no.
I love the experience.
Most people know me, most of my male friends. You may other reasons. Oh no, what you want. In both cases, I respect that's good, respect. The men. Yes, this is my opinion. It's my opinion. When a guy calls me, say like I told you, Zendi opening you, and you ta any big, who can be that one? No, boyfriend one get you, so why do you want to see me?
Just to spend a day.
That is good. Just to spend a day with me. Making sure that we're not spending a day or in a proper way. I've ever done it.
So you come with a program.
Yeah, with the program.
You
They
set
have
the
enough
rules.
to-
You set the rules.
I set the rules, not touching me.
No.
Yes, I'm being serious.
Never nang.
I set the
You
rules.
guys are so annoying.
No.
Look at this.
Uh-huh.
In your mind, you've invited this girl. You're not going to have sex with her.
Mm.
You already said no to your mind and to your everything, your mind and soul and body.
You can't say no before you
Right.
come on.
You can't.
Hey,
Before she comes,
Anita,
yes.
let me tell you one thing. You come to my place. But you're just visiting me.
Yeah.
We play board games, we do what, I cook, we eat. Then, like when we're about to leave, maybe you give me a kiss, maybe you give me a hug, maybe you give me anything. A beg. Yeah, the luck and anything. Like we watch a love story, a movie together. And like oftenly, it takes you in the mood, it switches you into the mood.
that demon comes.
So how do you tell me that you're going?
It switches me off to the mood,
Uh-huh.
on to the mood. Here I'm asking, we've cooked. Actually, everything at the start has been normal.
Normal.
You've cooked, playing games, whatever. But at the end there, you do something and actually it's so touching. Then, if you really wanted me to go, you know this the kisses and the hugs come in as you're leaving the house. If you really wanted me to go without it, without being so prolonged and stuff, you can. It's you to initiate something. And let me tell you, for me, when they say no, the question was.
Anita.
You can never say. You can.
Let me tell you one thing. Anita.
Yes.
From like you come to my place at 10 a.m. in the morning. We do some work together. Remember, when we do something together, it creates a bond, a connection. Like we cook together, we wash together, we play together, all that. Then at last, like I give you a hug. You know, this is something we people we try to hide out, but switches you on.
Let me
Like-
say something.
And do you know that sometimes the feelings come at last?
Yeah.
When he or she is going, give a hug, kiss, then
it's
get
scary
I see you that again. I won't give my experience.
So when at that point, by the time I say I'm going, yes I'm going. The hug, whatever kiss, saying goodbye to you, they don't switch me on.
Yeah, that's true.
And actually, because yes, me.
Yeah.
They don't switch me on because I know I was leaving and that was a goodbye. You understand? This thing comes in as in, we are there, we've cooked, we've done what, and actually at some point, what to do is over, and then maybe you do something, and then I get on, say, and then you say, can we? I actually propose it. Can we do this? And you say no. Okay, you said no. If I ask you, can we do something else that can distract me? Yes, you love me, of course. You have to respect my feelings, and you see how well to go about them. You actually don't want to hurt me because I've asked something you don't want. You really totally said no. It's you to propose something that we can do. If you don't want, I can actually ask that question. Can we do something that will actually switch me off back to a normal thing? If there was nothing to do, totally nothing to do, and there was that thing, bye.
It goes to her. Boss, it goes to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my case, I think I would, of course, be disappointed. But going back to sex, we talked about it being a mind game. It just shows how if you invited me and I'm not in the mood, I would not give in. I don't know, even if you try everything, the last thing you do is rape me. But where I have made up my mind that today, you know what, my dear? No, it's not happening.
If the boy says no,
And you're in the mood.
If I came, no, okay, now going to the other part.
yeah.
If he said no, you know how How if you went to visit a guy in the morning and you expected to have sex by around noon, and then noon passes and it's not been there, the feeling just fades little by little, little by little. At the end of the day, you still want to push for it. You continue hugging him, pull him around, give him more kisses, drag him, play these hide and seek games, get naked and the rest. And he reaches a point and says no. It frustrates. It kills you. But you know what? The mind switches off again immediately. He said no. He said no.
It's terrible. Him saying no, actually, to the mind of a girl, it's kind of frustrating and psychologically it tortures you and you become so annoyed. Now here you're annoyed. You're not now sexually. You're annoyed. You want to beat someone and then you just like, now what? Now you start abusing him. You start compromising him. And then in so doing, abusing him and stuff, it fades away as you're saying.
It actually
makes the girl feel worthless. Another one would say, okay, so you have another person who gives you sex.
Yeah.
So I don't have to come here. I don't want anything else. And that annoyance just kills it off.
But it's not just someone to say no.
No, sometimes you don't understand that when you are in the other spirit. And so the girl says no, and the mind switches, and she goes away.
Somebody has a question to say.
We are all talking about someone saying no, right? Without getting that. Now I've called you, because personally I can call you and say, Anita, you know what? Today you have to come and visit me, and have the mood. I have the mood of sex.
No. Yeah.
No, I'm just
Any.
the eyes are that side.
Yeah.
I've given you a call, and I've told you today I'm in the mood of having sex. You. Yes.
Hey, you have to be straight.
You have to be straight. Ogenda okumanya nti gye ngenda ekituufu kyayagala akola ki? Ayagala sex. Naye bw'otuuka, then all of a sudden and I say no. You're already in the mood.
Halfway in
the already in the mood. Hey, he has called me. We are going to have.
already watching today.
Silly movie.
No,
not silly movie.
You guys, let me tell you. You guys, we started by saying, you've called me, you are all acting, actually you're all acting like the good guys around. I told you so at first. Now here you can't call me and they say we are going to have sex and then you reach and switch off.
Let me tell you.
Anita, something can happen to my brain and I switch off. Yes! And I said, you know what, I called you to have sex, but I feel like maybe we leave it, maybe we
You by saying, actually, I just take it like you don't love me.
Yeah.
You're telling me at first that we are coming actually to have sex. I've come to work out fine, and then here you change your mind. I think when our minds are switched to something, without it, let me tell you.
I had it with you there.
Why do you expect always to get the good thing? Why do you expect that it's positive that I'm going to have sex with him?
Because
at the beginning you are the one sweet talking me. So you say whatever you ask for, I shall give. For as long as it's in my position, and obviously sex is in your position, you have your things to give me. Eventually, if you called me up and then in the middle you say no, it is horrifying. But you know what? What we usually do is, girls, we have our girlfriends who are best friends.
Yes.
We talk it out. And that guy, we abuse that guy with all the words in our heads, and then forget it. The next minute you call me again, I'm like, okay, I'm coming over.
Now, I have this thinking, yeah? For example, for the side of the boys, let's go back to the side of the boys. If like I'm having sex with you, and you tell me no.
You're already in the process.
Yeah,
no way you're going to say no.
Now, this goes to the side of the girls. She said no to me. Will I think that she has another person who does sex with her?
I mean, how sure the boys are weird.
Hey,
They understandable.
as we know, all know, females are inferior sex. We are weak. Probably sometimes, okay? So when you ask me, really, it's just like a disappointment, and there's this thing, the theory of helplessness that women we have in like
Induced helplessness.
yeah, there was like if I don't give him this, maybe he will feel I don't love him, and then that's what you're actually talking about. It's natural when he asked me for sex and I said no. In my head, even though I've said no, I'll keep thinking on behalf of you. What is he thinking of me? Does he think I have other? At the end of it all.
One more question.
One more question, Sam. Anita, if you like, you date someone for 15 to 20 years without sex, can you stay with him?
By experience, it has ever happened from my senior 2 up to senior 6. We even parted ways without having sex. But we are adolescents, that's why I call it no love among adolescents. Because there was nothing, it was just a peer pressure thing. But there was this, like from campus, you're dating someone. 1 year, 2nd year, 3rd year,
without sex. Without sex.
But on the bottom line, you really see that person's attitude towards you.
No.
If you come to my place, I yap at you. I chase you away. When do you ever expect to have sex from me? No way. But if you're patient enough, and I'm telling you my points, they are really, really well explained. I tell you, sex after marriage. Sex this, and you really understand. They are well explained. Why shouldn't we stay without sex?
Even before you date.
In most cases, women they don't. In most cases, women they don't request for sex.
They do. They do.
No.
In most cases,
Okay, in most cases.
men request for sex. Then I ask this question: you stay in a relationship for, like, let me say at the campus level, you stay in a relationship for 5 years to 10 years. You're dating, and the guy never asked you for sex. You still go on. What do you think about that guy?
What you're asking for sex, I don't know if you're talking about verbal or any other way. Any communication. Obviously someone hugging you and holding your ass and grabbing your waist and kissing you, they want something. Yes. You can't say no. They want something. Eventually, yes, they want something. But it depends. How does he behave like when he's out? Rich girls have these things. If you say no to me, I'm going to buy sex. I'll buy another man. Deal with him, get done, and I'm done. So what will you think of me at the end of the day? This other guy who said no. The girls have these things. If he said no to me, which means there's another girl who's going to visit him immediately. Or maybe he knows a prostitute who gives him anything he wants.
I think you have said it all. Anything you left?
No.
Anything you left?
I rest my case.
Everyone's supposed to know rest. And there is something to say before I drop my last point.
And just something to remind ourselves, to teach to teenagers. Like, people have sex because of different frustrations, guys. It's not all about love.
Yes.
You come to my place, I've even seen you for the first time in my life. You start grabbing me, your man is up. What do you expect? That's it. Sometimes I'm frustrated, maybe because of my own boyfriend. As she has said, she has so many friends that are boys, but she may be having the best boyfriend in her life that she loves. If the boyfriend frustrates her, she'll go another one who will be able to, cuddle around and make her sorrows, go away. And sometimes even sex just comes like, let me just have it.
Sex is
That, with no strings attached.
It's not a game. No.
To some people it's like benefits. Yeah, sex is a
You say something that was running in my mind, like we always say,
It's not a game.
sex is a game. Like you come have sex, go away, no strings attached.
Yes.
And one of the biggest things that is running nowadays are friends with benefits.
Yes.
I don't know why. If you guys have ever done it, like there are those who are friends with benefit, no strings attached. You come to my place, if we meet, we have sex, and with everyone who goes and doing our own things.
That's being a sex addict.
That's being a sex addict. I don't think so. Then, okay, no, we can't talk each and everything.
I just want to hear your last words to the viewers and what you have to say about teenagers who is going for sex or themselves before marriage or when we are still in schools. Your last words.
Yes, thank you everyone who has been following the show S-Class. I want to thank the presenter, the moderator, Mr. Sam. Yes, our cameraman there. Thank you so much, everyone who has participated. What I advise the teenagers, yes, and mostly this one who are still at school, please, these things of sex and love, I think they will come after your books. There's no love. And for the girls, these boys should not deceive you that they are going to love you. If someone is going to leave you after school, he goes and starts a new life there. That's what they are telling you right now, our lies. There's no love. So concentrate on your books. Read hard. Respect your teachers. Also respect your parents. And also parents, please learn to talk to children about sex education. Me myself, I've never got any lecture of sex education from my parents. I'm not blaming them. So maybe they fear to tell me, but me, I learned them myself. I learned this information myself. Yeah. So the parents who are also watching the show, you can please talk to your children, advise them. Yeah, tell them the things. They think they know these things. You might pretend that they don't know them. They watch things. They know them. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you everyone. Thank you Sam for hosting us and the show. To the teens, it's nice to be a girl, especially the girls. It's nice to be a girl of principles. You know, your yes is a yes and the no is a no, and your strong wills to your point. It's not pride necessarily, but it's you. It's being you, so that there are no regrets in whatever you do. The worst thing you can ever do to yourself is always have regrets after your actions. So, I mean, when it comes to sex and love, there are two different things. Love is not about having someone to hug you and hold you tight and squeeze your breast and hold your bums. No. Love is having someone who cares enough to know that if I had sex with you right now, there is a consequence. And sex is just, it's for procreation, let's say. Yeah, have sex, make it reasonable enough. You're going to have sex so that you get pregnant and have children and multiply in the world. But you know you're not ready for that. This is the time for school and you have to study, read hard. So there are no distractions. Sex always has consequences. If you want good consequences, then you wait for the right time. That is in your marital bed. But if you want negative consequences, you're going to have regrets. And you're going to have these thoughts that always frustrate you. Why did I have to give in to him? You know, why did I have to stoop so low? And it's frustrating. And to the parents, just try your level best to always be close to your children. No matter what, just be close to your children. They will open up to you and tell you everything. I personally have nice parents. That I have nice friends as well whom, even if a lecturer tried to call me in class, we'd go and talk about it and laugh it off. And it becomes a laughing thing. And so it's so natural for me to just let it go because it's not going to frustrate me. Next time he calls me and says, "Hi Stella, you're looking great." I'm like, "Thank you." And I go tell the other person again and we laugh it off. It gets your mind off thinking about him. And to the government, you need to work on the housing and the housing facilities and states in the country so that at least pornography is reduced, especially forced pornography. Because these children don't put themselves in those places to get to know these things that is done in people's beds and in bedrooms. But they somehow land onto it. Thank you.
And then now, to the teenagers, this is like a question you should have in your mind. Always think twice. Never do something just out of like curiosity, something just comes on your mind and you do it. Always think twice. Then to the government, thank you for I heard that you were introducing sexual education in schools, is it?
It's coming back.
It's coming back. Yeah, that's nice. I wanted that years back, but you know, some people never wanted it in school, but it's cool. If it's guided well, it has good results. Thank you. And for the parents, just create a bond with your kids and like children. Try to read their mind before they read your mind.
Wow. Thank you everyone. Thank you for hosting us. Speaking on behalf of teenagers, we know all these things are happening and there's no way you can do away with. Like, whenever I step during like these days, whenever I step those WhatsApp, those whatever, there's no way how we can stop you from having yourselves exposed to those things. But we also well know that when someone loves you, when I and him are in love, there's that kind of happiness. You find a kid is so happy at home and the mother is really asking them, what's making you so happy? And they're laughing with themselves alone in their rooms and whatever. But that's not all what we really need to focus on. It's really happiness. Someone is praising you because they are being attracted to you. It's just for a short time. It's lived for a short time. And remember, life has no spare tire. On speaking on behalf of the parents, let's try to be so open to our children. We all know that there's no way we can shield them. You stop them from home, you can actually stop them from home, but then at school, how about the friends they associate with? So there's no way specific way of shielding these children. However, you can try to talk to them about these things because they are real in their life, because they really have to sometimes ask these things. Don't hide anything. My mother told me, they vomited me. The next time I wanted to see how my sister was produced, I hid behind the door and slightly the door maybe moved and they caught me, yes. They caught me trying to see how they are going to vomit. You really need to talk to them. And yeah, and then let's try to abstain. Life is so precious. Think, and at some point, I know teenagers these days, they don't have that stronger fear within themselves. That's my strongest shield from all these things happening to me. I have that fear in me. What if this one happens? What if this one happens? And you know, we all know, being like, I'm a firstborn, you're there to please your parents. So if you don't do that, it frustrates you psychologically. And then to the government, we thank you for whatever you're all providing, the sex education, going to different schools teaching about how girls should abstain, family planning and contraceptive use methods you've introduced. However, these things don't reach to the rural and slum children. They really have less idea about them. I wish if help was also extended to those people, it would be better in controlling teenage pregnancy. Thank you.
Well, just like Brian, yeah, just like Brian said, and the brown lady Anita, yeah, to my fellow youths, the adolescents, possibly even the teenagers, before you do anything, you should always try to think twice. You weigh the positives and the negatives. Man, yeah, I know I love this guy, he's telling me to do this, but so way you get the outcomes, there's the positives, there's a negative. What suits you better? Positives, then you go ahead. Yeah, positives, then you go ahead. Maybe ebiseera ebisinga kyemmanyi omanyi tulina kye tuyita singa w'omutima. Ebiseera ebisinga singa w'omutima taliyimba era akuwa the right answers on how to go about a certain situation. So wulirizanga nnyo omutima gwo. Ekyokubiri, eri awo bonna abakyasoma, you should concentrate more on your books. From a personal experience, kale nange nali nkiwakanya that you can love at the same time, concentrate on books. Naye, I don't advise you to do that. Everything will come at the right time in its right place. Siraba nsonga waki you get more curious olw'okuba oyagala nnyo okuzuula ate gwe teenager, you want to know everything about sex, about what, yeah? No, you should know your limits. Nomanya nti kati mu buno obudde, this is what I'm entitled to do. Other things will find me nga ekiseera ekituufu kituuse. Ekiro kirala, yeah, we'll talk about sex education both in schools, because n'ewaka. To any parent watching out there, twejjemu the thingy of okubeera nti twetya. We are talking about these things with our children. Okusinga bwe banaagenda ebweru ne bafuna information endala ate embi egenda obbaleetera okugonga into some ugly stuff. You should learn to know your kid. You should learn to know how to approach your kid on certain issues. N'oyogera naye kubanga kati ngera bwe twayogeddeko with the discussion going on, abaana bano baba bamanyi ebintu ng'ate sifa babibagamba nga bakyalina bato. Kati ng'ono yazanyanga nnyo mama ne taata naye it's not his parents. Most of us here twamuzanyanga naye it's not our parents who told us to practice such games. So we are already exposed. So our parents basaba mutubuulire nga bino ebintu. If you feel nti nootya owulira ensonyi to talk about such stuff with me, funa omuntu a trusted elder. Yeah, bamama baffe oba batata baffe, they have certain friends abasobola okwogera, najja nayogera ne Sam oba ne D oba ne Anita oba onfunaye nga gwe muzaddewo otidde naye ng'ate olina omuntu omulala gwoyitiddemu for your child to be informed on such issues. Ensonga endala posina ekirala to the parents, banange muyige nnyo okugamba abaana bamwe nti mubaagala. I love you tekalina kyekakuggyako. Yeah, tell your kid one day, one time, you know what, I love you my daughter, I love you my son. Lwansonga kati nga nze mama ng'akiŋŋamba nnyo I'm beautiful. Oh.
Personally, to the message to the youths out there, more so we were so based into the teenagers. The teenagers are among the youths, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My message to you is, first we talked about love, then we talked about sex. For the case of love, as youths, take love as a very big issue that is going to come into your mind. Can you love someone when you're in books?
Not really.
Serving 2 masters at a go. I'm in love with Anita. At the same time, I'm in love with physics. That is impossible. Very impossible. So take note of that. Come to sex. Seriously? No. Learn how to abstain. Let that come into your mind. Abstain is first. We say use of condoms, that one will come, but still, I will not. However much you bring the paper and you just require my son to have sex, let me say, let it be protected. I will never stamp on it. Yeah. I would not stamp on it, but no, I don't urge you to go for sex. More so, I'm talking about teenagers here, right? Sex, let it be. Actually, at that moment when you're having books in you, let's delete sex out of our minds. And let's carry on with books. More so, we are talking about, because most of the experiences were high school. When I was 14, some were still in primary, some. So, let's let that out and take books serious, right? As our first option. So I'll just say thanks to Mr. Sam hosting us in this program, this class. Thanks for my colleagues that I've been with, starting from Ali, my friend there, I forgot the name, Stella, Brian, Anita, Sam the host, and my neighbor here. This is my neighbor. I'm using neighbor. So keep in touch, and mind you, take the messages you've got from the show serious. Thank you very much.
Oh, very many words have been said. If I repeat the words, that means I'm going to spoil the soup. One thing that you should know, this class happens every Saturday. We host different people. Next week we shall be talking about teenage pregnancy among teenagers, adolescents, young people. Definitely to all get around sex. My last word is, think about your goals before you go for sex. If you're a girl, if you're a boy, think about what you want to achieve before you go for sex. Think about your books before you go for sex. Books before babies. Don't bring the babies before the books. No man is going to respect you if you're not an educated woman, or if you're not educated and your mind is not sharp. No man is going to give you respect if you don't have money. No man is going to respect you if you are poor. If she gets money and you are poor, she won't respect you because she will be richer than you. Think of your education, think of your parents, respect your parents, go to school every morning, go to school. Another thing, you should respect God, learn how to pray to God. If anything fails and you can't control yourself from having sex, you go for a condom. Don't go barefooted, meaning don't go for live sex. If you don't know anything about sex, you can go to health centers. You can go to Nagol Teenage Center. You can go to China, Uganda French Post, they have a teenage center. You can go to Kawala. You can seek for information anywhere. But make sure whatever thing that you do, think of your life first. Let us end HIV. If you have HIV, don't spray it. If you don't have HIV, wear a condom and don't go for sex before marriage. Thank you very much. See you when you see us.